Hello students, you are welcome in this period of science and technology. Today we are going to learn about the work and energy. It is nothing but the chapter number 2 from your textbook and the science and technology part 1. So the work and energy. Remember, in this chapter we are going to deal with the work, energy, mechanical energy, laws of conservation of energy and free fall. So, to study the various aspects regarding the chapter, we are going to see one picture. You have to observe it and you have to give the answers to the question asked. So, in this picture, you can see that a girl, she is doing some homework. In the second picture, a boy is playing with a ball. In third picture, a girl, she is watching a television, and in fourth picture, a man, he is lifting some weight. So a question asked is, in which of the following picture or in which of the pictures above has work been done? What is question? Who is doing the work in the above picture? So according to us, a girl is doing her exercises, that it means she is doing the work. A boy, he is playing with a ball, he is also doing the work. A girl, she is watching a television, she is also doing the work. And a man, he is lifting some weight, so he is also doing the work. But remember, generally we compare the work in two different manners, say the mental or the physical activity. So generally we refer the mental activity as work, but when we walk or when we run, the energy of our body, it is used for the necessary work. And we say that a girl who is studying and performing his homework, she is also doing the work, but remember, she is doing the mental work only. So in physics, we generally deal with the physical work, and the work is a has a special meaning in physics. So it is defined as, the work is said to be done when a force applied on an object causes displacement of the object. I am going to repeat. Work is said to be done when a force applied on an object causes displacement of the object. So you have already learned that the work done by a force acting on any object is a product of the magnitude of force and the displacement of the object in the direction of the applied force. Thus we can conclude that the work, it is nothing but the product of the magnitude of force and the displacement of object. So we get the formula, work is equal to force into displacement. So students, now we are going to see what are the different types of forces and their examples. For this purpose, we are going to see the example of Meenakshi. Meenakshi is a girl and she wants to displace a wooden block from point A to B along the surface of table. So she has to use the force F. F is nothing but the symbol which is used for the force. So a question is that, has all the energy she spent been used to produce the acceleration in the block? The answer will be no. And the next question is, what forces have been overcoming using that energy? So remember, the force which is nothing but the friction force which is applied by the table on the wooden block, it will definitely create an influence. So remember, you have already learned that how to calculate the work done on an object when the displacement, it is in the direction of the applied force. But now, if the displacement is not in the direction of applied force, then how to calculate the work done? We are going to see that. Remember, here there is a picture in front of you, the picture A, B and C. A first picture A, it is nothing but the Meenakshi, she is pushing that wooden block along the surface of table. Then the next picture is of a child, she is pulling a car with the help of a string. And the picture C is of a car which is pulling another car. So it is nothing but the large vehicle, it is going to tow a small vehicle. So here in the picture B and C, you can see that the direction of force and the direction of displacement of object are different. So we are going to calculate the amount of work done when the displacement of object is in not a direction of applied force. So in both the cases, the direction of force makes an angle with the direction of displacement. So in the first, that means the picture number B, when a child pulls a toy cart, the force is applied along the direction of a string while the cart is pulled along the horizontal surface which is made with the ground. So in this case, in order to calculate the amount of work done, we have to convert the applied force into the force acting along the direction of displacement. Now see here carefully. Let F, that is the capital F, be the applied force and F1 is the component in the direction of displacement. So again you know that we use the symbol small s for the displacement. Let S be the displacement. So the amount of work done, it can be given by W is equal to F1 into S. That it means W, that is the work done, is equal to the component F1 into the displacement. So this is our equation number 1. The force F is applied in the direction of string, that is at an angle with the horizontal. So let theta be the angle that the string makes with the horizontal. What is horizontal? Ground. And the theta is the angle between the ground and the string. So we can determine the component F1 of this force F which acts in the horizontal direction by means of the trigonometry. So you can see here in figure number 2.3, the cos theta is equal to base upon hypotenuse. So the cos theta will be equal to, what is base? F1 by hypotenuse, it is nothing but the F. So we get the formula F1 is equal to F cos theta. Therefore the work done by F1 is W is equal to F cos theta S. We can rearrange the formula. W is equal to Fs cos theta. So on the basis of this formula, now we are going to enter some conclusions about the work done of a specific values of theta putting in the above equation and we are going to determine it in the following table. So please observe this table. In the table, the column given are theta, then the cos theta, then the W is equal to Fs cos theta and the conclusion. So what is theta here? We know that theta is nothing but the angle that the string it makes with the horizontal. That means the direction of applied force. And we are going to determine the cos theta of that particular angle and we will put the value of cos theta in the formula which we derived earlier. So the theta is equal to 0, theta is equal to 90 degree and the theta is equal to 180 degree. So the cos theta of those theta is 0 degree, its cos theta is 1, 90 degree, its cos theta is 0 and 180 degree, its cos theta is minus 1. So we will put those values in the formula, that is the work done is equal to Fs cos theta. So in the first case, the 0 degree is the angle, then the cos theta is 1 and the W is equal to Fs because cos theta is equal to 1. So what is the conclusion there? The work done is equal to the applied force into displacement. That it means the conclusion is work is done here. In the second case, the theta is 90 degree. So the cos theta of 90 degree is 0. So the entire equation it will become 0. Therefore hardly any work is done here. That means no work done. And if the theta is equal to an 180 degree, that it means the displacement is against the direction of applied force, then the cos theta is equal to minus 1. Therefore the equation becomes W is equal to minus F into S. So the entire value will be in the minus, that it means the work is in opposite direction of applied force, therefore and the displacement is also in the opposite direction of applied force, therefore the conclusion is the negative work is done here. So here we can conclude that when the angle of the applied force is different and the direction of displacement is different, then also we can calculate the work done. In the next period we will deal with the unit of work and the relationship between the CGS and SI units of the work. Thank you.